everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps, reactions, whatever. Bless you, kitty cat. And let's get right to it. Big day on General Hospital. Emotional day. I almost cried like twice, so let's get going. Rick and Nina. So Nina returns to the hotel room, and Madeline is still there and hiding in the other room just to keep you caught up. So Nina asks Rick if he's Madeline's attorney, and Rick adamantly denies it and is almost offended at the allegation. So then Nina decides that she wants to stay in. She doesn't want to go down to the Metro Court because of Franco and Denise. And Rick's like, no, let's flaunt our bliss in front of their face because, you know, he just wants to get out of there so that Madeline can get out of there because you can't eat in when your mother's in the other room. It doesn't work. So now let's switch over to Sunny's. So Michael and Sabrina bring Avery over, and Sunny asks if he's bringing her to visit, and Michael's like, no, I'm bringing her home. Start the waterworks. So it's really sweet, and I'm really glad it's working out this way because as much as I loved Ruthless Michael wasn't sustainable when it came to the family thing. I'd much rather see him now ruthless in the corporate world. And Sunny thinks Morgan talked to Michael to walk him towards this decision, and Carly's like, no, I think Michael came to this on his own, and Michael's like, actually, it took some convincing from Sabrina to help me look past it, and Sabrina's like, you're giving me too much credit, this is all Michael, he knew what he had to do. So, like, nobody can take credit for this, apparently, and there's lots of emotional conversations, and Michael wants to stop the cycle, and he wants to stop the family from being mad at, tearing the family apart, and it's just really touching. So then Michael hands Avery over to Sunny, and somebody seriously needs to hug Michael right about now, and Carly apologizes for the aftermath after AJ's death, and doesn't expect forgiveness, but Michael does forgive her because ultimately he wants his family back. And Michael makes Sunny promise that Avery will never see him like Michael saw him and should only see him as a man of honor and stuff. So then Michael's making me tear up when he's saying goodbye to Avery, and Sunny's enjoying his time with Avery and doesn't want to call it a night. Franco and Denise. So back at the Metro Court, Franco and Denise are talking, and they're trying to come up with their couple name, DeFranco, Frenice, and Denise is like, whatever, I'll ship it, and I'm like, no, get off of Tumblr, Denise. So Kiki, Morgan, Franco, and Denise are going to have dinner together because that's not weird at all. So then Morgan corners Denise when she goes to the bathroom to powder her nose and tells her that she shouldn't be with Franco. So Denise, after like, what, you want me to be with you? We can't do that. Kiki, blah, blah, blah. So eventually, Denise wants Michael's home number or cell phone number so she can schedule a meeting with Avery, but Avery's over at Sunny's now, and Sunny's not going to let Denise see her because Sunny doesn't trust Denise. But, of course, no one at dinner knows any of that. So Franco sees Rick walk in with Nina, so he and Denise decide to kiss passionately, so that Nina also, when seeing them, decides to kiss Rick passionately, and it becomes this weird, like, kiss-off, and it's just very, like, I would not pay for my meal that night because it's just like, eh. So then Nina is so distracted by Franco and Denise that Rick actually has her sign over her power of attorney to him, and she doesn't even realize what she's doing. And Madeline's watching from the corner, like, and Rick's like, and Edie's like just not even paying attention to what she's signing, and now Rick and Madeline are gonna have her committed, even though, I mean, she's not playing with a full deck, but at least she's stable. But oh my goodness, I actually kind of feel bad for her because it's just such a betrayal on an emotional level. You gotta feel bad for her in that sense. So now let's hop right back over to Michael and Sabrina. So they get back to Sabrina's apartment, and they're both still recovering from letting Avery go, because they both miss her, and then they decide to sleep together because that just seems like the best time to do it. And Michael's phone is in the living room, so we hear the message. Denise leaves him a message about seeing Avery, and it's like, I feel like I'm her mother because Ava was my sister, and like, she's really out of luck because Sunny does not trust her as far as he could throw her. So she's never gonna see Avery again. So I'm actually even more content with this change and turn of events. Dante and Valerie! Oh, Dante, no! No, Dante, no! So Valerie, oh my god. So Dante kisses Valerie, right? And Valerie pulls away and is trying to talk him down, and he's like, there's something between us, I know you feel it too. And I'm like, Dante, no! Stop it. Bad Dante. So Valerie really put him in his place and says he's a great guy, and if Lulu is cheating on him, that would make her the dumbest person in the world, but he shouldn't be as bad as her, and he owes it to himself to confront her about this. So then Dante apologizes for kissing Valerie, and she's like, why, because you're married? And he's like, no, you didn't ask me to kiss you. And I'm like, Dante, you are like the best dude in the world. Please trust that your wife isn't cheating on you. I feel so bad for you. So then Dante thinks that maybe he's bad at marriage, and that's why Lulu's lying to him, but it's not. It's his profession. Like, literally, if he was like a contractor, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal to tell him, or like if he would have been, I don't know, any other profession but someone in law enforcement. And I just feel so bad for him. I really, really do. So then Valerie leaves for Windermere to give them both some space, and I think as much as Valerie doesn't want to admit it, she enjoyed the kiss. So, Valerie, please tread lightly. Please be a good person and realize he's not in a good place, and don't take advantage of the situation, please. So Lulu and Dylan, speaking of, Lulu wants to tell Dante, but she wants to call Dante. But she decides not to, because then she just have to lie to him again. So then Dylan has Lulu read his script to pass the time, and she has some notes. And it turns out Lulu's notes aren't so helpful because the characters she has issues with are based on real people, aka Dylan and his first girlfriend after Georgie died. Just a little tidbit, nothing really big to the plot, but whatever. So then Luke and Laura. So the person who walked into the room with a gun is Holly Sutton. Dun dun dun. So Holly says that Ethan has also been taken, and this is an absolute mess. So she says she went over to Ethan's apartment because they were going to take this guy for a fortune, but he wasn't in his apartment, and the place was ransacked and torn apart. But she found a matchbook for this place in British Columbia with that room number on it. Go figure. So Luke and Laura tell Holly that Jennifer Smith lured them there, and under the circumstances in which she did. So then they receive the phone call, and the man on the phone says that he'll tell them everything they need to know tomorrow, and I'm like, really? But whatever. And they all agree to wait until tomorrow for further movement on the subject. Dun dun dun. So really exciting things heating up when it comes to all that. I really hope Dante and Valerie don't take things too far before they realize what's really going on. And I feel like Lulu will be able to explain this whole thing away, because at the end of the day, it really isn't Dante that she doesn't trust, and it's not like it's his profession, and I hope he can understand that it's because he's a cop and not because she doesn't trust him. Because yeah. I'm having a lot of feelings right now because Dante and Lulu are my favorite couple, and I fear for their future at the moment. But I guess they've been too good for too long, so gotta throw a wrench in there, right? Alright, so if you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me. And also, if you could check the Indiegogo link in the description, that would also mean a lot to me. If you can't donate, please share, because it'll mean a lot to me. I can't think of any other phrases. But I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great day. Bye!